Alright, so we got our two boxes here. First one is CTS Turbo Inlet. Other is 034 Motorsports. So let's basically, just to kind of show you a comparison of what we got working with. We got the CTS, and we'll put that to the side. Little O-ring there. And we got the 034. 034 also comes with IS38 and the IS20 power guidelines, talking about how much peak power you can make with their mods. Anyways, not the point. Let's set that aside. Let's take a look at these, and just to show you the difference, bear with me, I'm recording with one hand, and Motorsports here, and would you look at that? Pretty nice. One thing I do notice is that when you look at it on the inside, there's like a little ridge on the inside there. Probably wouldn't obstruct the airflow all that much, but it's still something that I would look into. Overall feel of this, man, I can already tell you this is a lot lighter than the CTS Turbo one. It is also a lot, I want to say it looks a little bit smaller. You've got the little PCV port there. But overall build quality on this, it doesn't look all that bad. So you can see build quality ain't so bad. It's very light. The welds are good, and I like the look of this. The way how it's powder coated black, that's very nice. Adds a very nice touch to this turbo inlet. I'm excited about this. Now let's go ahead and open up the CTS Turbo and show you what that's all about. Bling, there it is. Already a lot more shiny. A lot more, it's just like prettier to look at, I guess. Does have more weight to it compared to the 034, and it looks like if it's bigger, but to be honest, they're about the same size. Now if we compare them, when you look at the way how this is kind of like wedged in, you've got all this extra space here, this little gap portion here, so it feels like it's wider, but it's actually about the same size as that, and I'm going to compare both of them in just a moment. But just to show you here, this still feels like a pretty good quality. I mean, CTS, they don't make bad products. It's just the one that I had, for whatever reason, it cracked here where these like screws are. This is the warranty replacement that they sent me. I do feel like this one is a little bit smoother on the inside. I'm not sure if they remade like a version 3. I had the version 2. Once I pop mine off of the GTI outside, out back, we'll compare it and see. But I mean, it looks real nice. Got the CTS engravings there. I like how this PCV port here, it just looks a lot nicer than the 034. And I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. Same exact size, same looking fitment. 034 comes with the rubber gasket already installed. The CTS, they give you one that you just manually install yourself. My visual inspection of both of these, the inside is very smooth and feels more like it'll have like a natural airflow. The little ridge here also isn't as bad. Now when you look at this, it kind of bottlenecks later on, so I think that can kind of mess up the airflow. It'll still run a lot better than stock, guys, don't get me wrong, but I feel like if you're looking for like max power or max flow potential, it's probably going to be off of this. Now I am also waiting on my MST one to come in. I'm going to have 3 turbo inlets. Today we're going to run the 034, see what that's all about. Let's go ahead and get that installed, guys. Quick warm up before we get started on the car. It's been about, I want to say like 2 weeks. Let's try it again. Ah, there it is. camera battery died, but basically this is what it looks like. As you can see, the part was fully broken off. This is the V2 version of CTS. It looks like it's the same as the one as the replacement they sent. You can see there's like some dirt and grime in there. The PCV valve, that was very hard to get off, especially being like a one-man job. I did have a friend earlier helping me take it off, but if you're doing a one-man job, the best way, the easiest way, and you might damage the PC valve a little bit, but a little bit of a disclaimer, you can grab a set of pliers like this, and basically you want to go ahead and squeeze it on the PCV valve right here. Squeeze it on the edge. At the same time you're squeezing, you want to go ahead and put a flathead screwdriver where the two teeth are, right there. And basically you're going to pry that out at the same time you're squeezing this. And then you can basically wiggle it from one side enough, wiggle it left and right or up and down, just kind of shake it while you're pulling up, pulling out, but you're also wiggling it. And that'll kind of make it a little bit easier. Oh my god, bro, they got some rices around here. But you do that and it'll make it a one-man job. Some people have a lot more like better luck with it, but this is just the easiest way that I kind of figured it out. It will scrape up the PVC holes a little bit though. Still completely reusable, but you know, won't look as pretty as before. Anyways, we got this thing out. And here's the other piece right here. So you can see that kind of like bolted up there. But I do believe this is causing the car to kind of give off some boost leak symptoms. So you're wobbling up like this. Let's go inside and let me show you the comparison of all three pipes. Cool, so now we're inside. We have our broken piece here and we have the replacement part here. Practically the same. So same piece. It's crazy how much darker it gets once, you know, you start actually driving the thing around. I do see there's a lot of like dust from the oil that has probably spilled out because this thing would be shaky. So hopefully with the new one, we can go ahead and, you know, fix that issue. There's some debate about it being rough on the inside, that it creates for better airflow. APR says having it wrinkled like this is better for airflow. CTS looks like they did the same. I personally like a smooth port. We're gonna install this part now, guys. Let's get back to it. Cool. Just wanna make sure you wanna add no. Cool, that snapped into place. Asshole. Alright guys, so we're sitting inside the GTI. We got the car on. We are going to head and do a sound test to show you guys what it sounds like with the turbo inlet pipe and just the drop-in filter. We're trying to get as much turbo noise as we can, so we're gonna see, does it make a difference? Let's go ahead and head out into this main road right here. Look, there it is. Bless me. Idle, everything is good. Our IATs, it's at 91 right now, but it's fine. It's not a big deal because we're not doing anything crazy. Go ahead and take off here. Alright guys, so we found a nice little empty road right here. Let's go ahead and do a quick acceleration, show you what that's like. And I can already tell it is a lot more responsive. This shit just pulls hard. Do a quick downshift. We at 3,000 RPM. Oh man, it's fast. Oh man, that is just pushing me back in my seat. IATs, we dropped down to 72. It is 67 outside, so not bad. The front mount intercooler is doing its job perfectly. And that thing, wow, it's crazy how just that turbo inlet pipe, again, from it being cracked and loose, now the car just feels much more responsive and it just pushes you back in your seat. Oh man. 6 speed for the win. And again, that's not even in sport mode, we're just in normal. Man, that is awesome. Normal driving, shifting at 3,000. You guys can get that turbo noise right there. Right there. So you guys kind of get the idea of what this thing sounds like. I think it made a huge improvement, or a pretty noticeable improvement, you know. So far we had cleared the codes, the check engine light went away. I've been driving this for a while and I think it's safe to say that this kind of solved my issue. If anything does turn out, I'll go ahead and give you guys an update. But as of right now, everything looks great, it feels great, and it definitely sounds great. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you do happen to like any part of it, please go ahead and give it a like. Drop a comment down below what you think about the turbo inlet pipe. Do you think it is a worthy mod, or do you think it's just wasting money? I personally think it's worth it. Spool up time is great. You do get more turbo noises with it as well, so you cannot complain for that. Any MQB car, Volkswagen, Audi, can go ahead and benefit from this simple little mod. It is a simple setup. The main part was just that PVC hose from earlier, but other than that, everything is great. So also, if you don't follow me on the socials, check out Jules@MK7 on the IG. I do post a lot of cool stuff right there. If there's anything you guys want to see next, definitely let me know in the comments below. I do read all of them, every single one. Definitely hit me up, and yeah, hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace. Alright, I know you guys want one more. I know you want one more. Let's do one more.